Yes, sir. Geeks all over the globe, God. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of Cuz We Geeks. We encourage you to stay geek, man. I'm out here trying to stay dry out here in these Dallas streets, man. Listen, it is your boy Real. Got my cuz Will, got BA in the building, and I think somewhere where the Eternals are is where BJ is right now. Listen, you guys already know how we do, man. We get our geek on every Tuesday evening, Saturday morning. If you guys want to join us for all these geek conversations revolving around movies and television, do us a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. So we got a few more subscribers. We appreciate that. Also, too, everybody hit them likes for us, man. Help us get them likes up, man, so we can build that algorithm up to find more geeks like yourselves. Also, follow us on our other channel, Cuz We Geek Clips, where we post clips of the shows there on that channel. We're also trying to grow that channel also. All right, fellas, man. We got a nice little show today. Got a lot to get into. So let's go ahead and get into it, man. Y'all already know we got to start with the main topic. You see my shirt on, man. All right. So listen, we got to talk about this right here. Check it out. Alan Richards says he's spoken with James Gunn about playing Batman, but doubts it would happen. So this is what he said right here. I strongly don't think that Batman is in my future. I do think there is something in my future with DC. Cuz, do you think that he is actually going to be Batman, or do you believe in what he says? And if you don't, who you think he's going to be?
I believe him. I don't think he will be Batman. I forgot our dude's name. I think it's been rumors of him becoming a Batman. But for him,
boy from Drop.
1923.
Yeah. I think he's going to end up being Batman. But as far as a character for him, it's going to have to be
a name on that.
What's his name?
It's a weird name. That's the thing.
He talking to us ago.
But as far as a big character, it has to be a big character for him because you don't want him to just be there as
what is it, BJ?
Brandon Sklinner.
Yeah, I think he's going to be Batman. But for Alan, he's not just a throw-in character. So it's going to have to be somebody big. It's tough. Do you know? See, the Adam was good. I'm not sure, to be honest, because it's going to have to be somebody that He's been doing really well with the Reacher TV series, so he can hold his own. You know that whatever he does play, you want him to be a big guy at that as well. But so I'm nervous of saying it because I've been thinking of Aquaman, but I don't think he would be, just because like Aquaman is like a big dude, but I think it would be weird seeing him swim around and stuff like that. It wouldn't seem as natural. So that's what I'm nervous about. But it has to be somebody essentially to that level as a big character that will end up having his own movie or TV show that he'll be able to carry along, because he wouldn't be just a throwaway character. Because I like him as a actor. What you got, BJ?
I saw the Brandon Sklinner. I think the biggest thing with it, they showed him in the gym working out, and his trainer was making comments about it. He ain't saying nothing, and what it came from is because at some
he
point,
did. No, I was say he did like a certain comment on there. But
no, I thought the trainer like that was like in the comments.
The trainer did. Yeah,
but the thing is, that came from James Gunn saying he liked 1920 and liked him in 1920, but he said the same. He also said he liked. He's a big fan of Alan Richardson, so I think he's being vague intentionally. Because once again, that's one of those big castings where, just like, remember when they cast Superman, he told him he had about an hour because as soon as he made it official, it was going to be everywhere. So I think even when they asked about Will Poulter for Guardians 3 as Adam Warlock, that was leaked immediately. He confirmed it. When anybody ever asks him, he always confirms. Like he said, he usually tells the truth. So I don't think it's necessarily him, or I don't think he's finalized. But I'm trying to think if he's the right age too, because remember he needs to be old enough, but not
he like
too old.
41, I think.
Who, Brandon is 41?
Well, no,
Alan.
Allen's like 40,
Yeah.
41, 42. Brennan is like
Brandon's
35.
35. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of young to have a. I mean, you could have a kid at 35, but you know,
But that's
to me,
what from what Rel was saying earlier. I think he had the best idea. You cast somebody in their 30s to play a 40-year-old. That's not far fetched at all. My bad. You can go ahead, Jay.
no, I was gonna say, what about that dude? He could probably play the dude from Twisters.
Yeah, that's what I originally said. Glenn Powell. That's why. Yeah, that's what I originally said. But then I think he fits more for like Booster Gold now.
Yeah.
Well, because I was gonna say he's also been in the movie with because what's his name was in Twisters too. Yeah, not Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill.
Superman. Corset.
Corn Sweat.
Thank you, Corn Sweat. Yeah, yeah.
They look alike. It's okay. They all look like all Superman's look alike. That's what I meant. That's what I meant. I saved it.
Yeah, that was shaky. That was shaky.
The last minute. Minute.
I got the plane. It was going down. I leveled it off. Brought it in safe. You know what I'm saying?
What you got, BA?
So this was my first cast, and I think that as a fan cast, yes, I say I'm a fan of his later career, not necessarily earlier career, but at the end of the day, I can see him being a Bane type of a figure. If they wanted to make a Killer Croc type of a person, I can see him playing that. Like I said, I think he's more like one and done versus have me on for the entire series because he's about to approach his mid 40s. So you don't want to stay in shape and do all these things for this role. I mean, you could put the suit on, but you kind of want to be in shape and kind of need to do most of your own, not most of your stunts, but a few of your stunts, right? Like you want to. I'm not being a shapist or anything like that. I'm not doing that. But it helps the role, I should say. So, you know, you saw Ben Affleck kind of get in the heavy duty shape, and I know he was close to his 50s. Like, you know, I don't think you want to necessarily have to do that. I don't think you want to have to be in that type of shape in order to do a role. So, I agree. Just cast somebody. Since y'all brought home Brendan up, I didn't necessarily know who he was. So I googled him real quick, and everyone kept saying like 1923 is the role that you can kind of see the correlation there. So I'll check that out myself. But I looked at some of his workout tape. Like the dude's cut. I ain't gonna lie, dude in shape. So he got that crossed out. Now, can he fight a little bit? I'm not sure. You want to make sure that's a nice flow. To make it easier for the camera to do his thing. But yeah, like I said, that Allen was my first guy, but he is starting to age out of that window that you want for the next 10 years or so. We're only talking 10 years. And yeah, I'm not trying to be no top shape guy at 52, 53. That's not working. So I agree. But I think he can be a part of the DCU and be a better Bang than what old boy was. So I think it's something in his future, but it's like near future, not a distant future for
him. You said Hugh Jackman, BA. That dude still eating
that's his last
egg yolks.
Claim to fame. You feel me? So he got to work out for that. You feel me? He got to stay like, hey, that's Wolverine. I'm a wild Wolverine until that's his paychecks. Allen still got a lot of things that he can do. So that's the difference there.
Wait, now right. Who's that Batman actor that didn't work out a day?
Robert Pattinson, your favorite Batman. You said
no.
His stuff was very stiff. Pause. It was no flowetry when it came to some of the things that he was doing. So
I'm gonna throw out a pause too for you. Look at Glenn Powell. Glenn Powell's the other guy's name. Look at he's already ripped to shreds. He ain't got to do nothing. Yeah, he's the one who was in Twisters with Corn Sweat. He's already ripped. He's 36, and like I said, he's another one that could. He's over 6 feet. He could do it, and I'm like, hey,
yeah.
How old is he, BJ?
He's 36. The other guy's 35. So they wasn't what age wise. They're both about 6 feet.
Right there.
Yeah,
right there.
But like I said, he's been ripped because he was also in Top Gun, and he was big. You know, he was buff in Top Gun.
Yeah.
Okay. That was
Dark Knight too.
Huh?
He was also in the Dark Knight too. Rise.
Yeah.
Glenn Powell?
Yeah, he was at the Wall Street. He was the Wall Street guy in the chair. That
Are you serious?
Yeah, that was Glenn Powell.
So there you go. Put him in. He's already in the family.
No, I was gonna say to piggyback off what you said, cuz remember he did play Aquaman in Smallville.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. I mean, he almost had his own show. Almost had his own Aquaman show. I'm kind of glad they didn't, because that would have been trash. But for the premise they had, it was bad, bro.
He was in Titans too.
Yeah, he was Hawk. And also DJ, you saying that just because he said people was linking him, what's the name, Brandon, to James Gunn because he watched his show. He said he liked his show. That's how he got a lot of his cast. Millie Alcock, he casted her because he watched House of Dragons and he liked her, so that's why he put her as Supergirl. And there was another character in the show he watched, and he was like, because he liked that person in their acting, he put them in another cast another role or whatever. So that's why a lot of people are saying what they're saying about him liking 1923. At the Gold Rush? No, it's not the Gold Rush, is it?
It's the Yellowstone.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, because Gold Rush is in what?
Was Gold Rush.
Yeah,
49.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, 49. Yeah.
Hey, San Francisco 49ers.
49ers.
That's when I was born. Yeah.
Yeah, around that time.
About the same time.
Yeah. But yeah, now I'm with y'all. I'm gonna throw this out there. What if he played Captain Atom?
So I was thinking that, but I would like it, but I was thinking that everyone liked the dude playing Adam.
One from Black Adam.
Yeah, Black Adam.
No, that's Adam Smash. Ooh, Adam Smasher.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking was. Oh, so that's Adam Smasher. So that's what I was thinking was Adam Smasher. But it's like, no, I think everybody enjoyed him. But that's
because you might be on to something.
Thinking was Smasher.
It might Adam Smasher. Okay, like, give me them two. Either Adam Smasher or Captain. There you go, cuz Adam Smasher. I didn't think about that. You right. Yeah. Either Adam Smasher or Captain Adam. I could see someone like that. What if he played Kilowog? No, he's too young.
No, who too young? Richardson?
I guess you don't really have a. I guess because I like Mark Clark Duncan's age, I guess, of what I'm kind of thinking when he played Kilowog and
he wasn't that old. Mark Clark Duncan wasn't that old.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, yeah, I guess he could play Kilowog. Put some makeup and all that on him. Yeah, I mean, I can't think of anybody else. Well, what if he plays Shazam?
That wouldn't be too bad.
As long as he don't.
It won't have to be as Kitty. If it's not as Kitty, like if it pull like a little bit more of a not serious tone, but just not as playful, I think it'll be fine.
I don't know. I think they need to leave Shazam alone for a minute, just because I did not like what Zachary Levi did. He made it too goofy, and the funny thing was the actor that played the younger version was more mature. Yeah, he was more mature than.
Yeah, I said that. I said that. Yeah, I said that too, bro. You're right. I said that too. I mean, well, I guess I'll stand on the Adam Smash or the Captain Adams. We're around there. And then, like I said, y'all said Bane. Does he? I mean, he's a bad guy on the last Fast and the Furious movie. So I guess he could be a bad guy. Richardson.
I mean, he could definitely do Bane. I mean, Bane is jacked. I mean, once again, he fits the profile. It couldn't be worse than having a 5'7" dude, Tom Hardy.
That's what I
play Bane.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He can do better than an old dude. That's
that you got to stand on the box of cereal the whole time. You doing
He said a box of cereal. No. But no, as far as Brent, so I'm with you, BJ. I told cousins for the longest. I had Glenn Powell's my first choice.
Yeah,
I watched Twisters and I was like, you know what? I said that's Batman right there. But then everybody started talking about the Brendan guy, and I'm like, you know what? I saw a little bit of 1923. I saw it Drop. It really kind of sold me with Drop. I don't know. It was just something about him in Drop. I'm like, okay, I can kind of see that kind of Bruce Wayne persona.
Yeah,
you saw Drop.
So
yeah, that's what
do you think is best, Drop or 1923?
It's 1923.
It's 1923.
Okay. Oh, you talking about For him, yeah, it's 19. It's
to make that
1923.
correlation to Batman.
Yeah, it's 1923 because in Drop it's
more suspenseful.
yeah,
And
he was like
in action.
Yeah, like no, I'm talking about as far as like his role in there wasn't that it was a major role, but it wasn't like a big role, if that makes sense. But like I just seen like certain elements of kind of like a Bruce Wayne persona a little bit in there in Drop. But it's 1923, bro. That's the one you want to watch and be like, oh, okay, yeah, this is it right here.
So, question: in 1923 or Drop, was he playing more of like an emo character? I mean, because that's what Batman has been defined as now, is what it appears.
No, he did not come out of a store with a black suit on dancing, Big J. He's not.
No, I'm not. No, I'm talking about like your boy Pattinson.
No,
you got to have the hair swoop. And
yeah, it definitely
is
adult emu right there. Like he's definitely overdoing it a lot. So we're not.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
There's room to go to a different route of playing Batman.
Oh,
you can be menacing and stoic without being the other side.
Yeah.
And what's the example y'all heard me say?
He'd be clean cut.
Yeah, he definitely gonna be clean cut for Bruce. I think he's gonna be defined as Batman and Bruce in this movie or whatever. I told y'all if they can kind of like in some, I know people are like, oh, it's too goofy. I'm not talking about the goofy part. I'm talking about how they balanced it and how it kind of felt. It felt like it could fit in this universe. If they can kind of do like what I think what BA said with the Val Kilmer Batman, Batman Forever, kind of in that range, not the goofiness, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like in that range as far as like kind of like that tone. How Bruce Wayne persona was and how the Batman persona was. I think that would fit in this universe.
Yeah.
Or George Clooney. Which one y'all want? George Clooney one?
Well, let's ask this question, right? Since
we're here, card.
Who do you think is the best Batman on the Batman side, and who is the best Bruce Wayne out the movie roles we see?
I think
it could be two different people. It's not the same. I'm not asking for the
same. In my opinion, I think it's Ben Affleck's Batman.
Yeah, and Val Kilmer as Bruce.
Maybe Val Kilmer, yeah.
I did love Ben Affleck. People hated Ben Affleck for some reason. I love Ben Affleck's Batman.
I love him as Batman.
Cuz knew that, but we announced that cast, and I was like, "Yo, this is perfect." Especially when they talking about it was going to portray the Dark Knight Batman. If y'all read that comic book story, man, I was like, "Yo, that's a perfect casting, bro."
And BA should like him because he killed a lot of people in that, and he was knocking people in the box's head first in the concrete. I'm like, "Ooh,
bro, it's an accident, bro."
They got up. They got up.
They were taking naps. So it's like
go to sleep.
So, what about Christian? You know, that's quote unquote the best Batman.
The villains were the best. It's because of the villains. He had the best villains. That's what made those movies so great.
So not because
him as Batman, not because of
him. I'm gonna say something, BA. Me and King had this conversation before. He asked me the same question. I know it's his favorite Batman of all time, and I told him Christian Bale was never my favorite Batman. His movies are great. The director that directed it was great. I just didn't like I didn't like that. I didn't like the fact that every fight scene he was fighting just like he doing an old 1990 disco dance move or something like that. It's like, bro, it was like, what are we doing? Or then when they actually showed a lot of his fight scenes, it was just cutaways. He's like real rapid camera movement. It's like, bro, this is Batman. We want to see him put some work in. It's like, now some of the cameras is steady again. He just like, standing around or walking over people or whatever. It's like it's cutting back to him just standing there or whatever. It's like, that's not Batman. What are we doing? And so, but my favorite Batman movie of all time is Batman Begins. I love that movie. I will die on that hill to this very day. That's my favorite Batman movie. I just didn't like how they changed things going into the second one and the third one. It's like, bro, y'all could have just stuck to that. Like, the suit is fine. I'm not talking about the suit, but it's just like, you didn't have to do the voice like that. I feel like you kind of had the mysterious type of vibe to him from the first one. You kind of took that away. It's just like, it was a lot of stuff I just didn't like about it. But I like the movie, of course. It's just that him as Batman, if you ask me if I line these guys up, I still take Michael Keaton over him. And of course I take Ben Affleck as Batman over him. So but yeah.
Now you want to know a controversial take?
What's that?
I think that Pattinson was one of the better Batmen, but one of the worst Bruce Waynes.
Oh,
because I could not stand his Bruce Wayne, but I didn't.
Hold on, BJ. Pattinson or Clooney?
It's Batman or Bruce Wayne?
You know what? I'm about to say something that's gonna probably be controversial. I know y'all gonna kill me.
You can't steal my
Clooney wasn't a bad Bruce Wayne.
No, he was a Playboy. No,
yeah,
like I said,
he wasn't a bad.
He was probably one of the better Bruce Waynes because he definitely took the Playboy role to the next level.
Yeah, not a lot of people gonna admit that, but Batman, he was trash.
Like I said, when he pulled out the Bat credit card, that's the problem I had. You know what I'm saying? You can't put y'all remember that when he pulled out the Bat credit card when him and Rock was going at it?
Rock was going at it, yeah. Trying to
that wasn't George Clooney. That was direction. That was writers. That was not him.
I was like,
I don't think he said, "Yo, he should have a Batman card." That goes along with the plastic lips. You know,
oh my god.
Yeah, I was just like, I didn't like that. But like I said, that's why, like I said, I watched that movie a couple times, The Batman, and like I was like, his Batman wasn't bad. I liked the whole detective aspect of how he was like solving puzzles and all that. But the Bruce Wayne that was the most punchable Bruce Wayne I've seen, and just the whole pouting. My family
punch your face when I see it. Just want,
yeah, I'm saying.
Hey, I'm just glad that he was Batman most of the time and not Bruce Wayne, bro.
Yeah, because nobody wanted to see that.
Stay in the suit. Stay in the suit, bro.
In a 3.5-hour movie, he was Bruce Wayne. Like,
bro, I gotta go to bed. No. Just stay in the suit. Sleep in the bed.
Sleep in the suit, huh?
Like, dang, bro.
Eating cereal in the suit.
Everything. I need you to do everything in the suit. Take a shower, everything in the suit.
Whoa, sir.
Yeah. All that. But no, let's get to this next one here, y'all. Let's get to the next stuff here. And these okay, I'm bringing it back because quick hits. Yeah, I was told this was never gonna happen. Big J, listen. James Gunn says he hopes to figure out a way to integrate Static Shock into the DCU. He says he's not a character that's traditionally part of the DCU or the DC universe. It's kind of like the Authority integrating has been a difficult thing to do. Dun, 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 dun. What you think, BA? Is we gonna get a Static Shock or shut up and forget about it?
Once again, I think James Gunn is full of crap. There's a lot of things he say. I think he's just full of crap. This is one of them. Because the reason I say that, there's two iterations that you see an older static with the group, and then you see in Young Justice it was a younger Static Shock with the Young Justice crew and stuff like that. So there's plenty of different I guess avenues that they can bring him into the fold, but it's just, are they going to do it or not? I think from the fanfare that he was getting from that, I know he had an interview with Big Sean, and Big Sean was kind of talking about it a lot. So I think he knows that the people want it. So it's just, how can I incorporate it within my world that he's creating? But that's the thing. This is the beginnings of your world. Just bring them in. Like, it's not, you haven't established too much yet, whereas though you can't go to some wherever Static's from. I don't know what city he represents. So forgive me on that. And just say and just had that quick story. It could be 15 minutes of somebody else's movie, and he's in the movie with them. So it's not the hardest thing. You just gotta do it. So we're waiting, and I think the people are waiting. So he has everything that he needs to do. He just gotta pin it in. So I think it's going James Gunn more than anybody else.
What you got, BJ?
I think if he goes with the older version, I think it would be better because I think it would fit more in the theme wise. The young one would be cool to see the high school version, but I think it'd be cooler to see the older version integrated with the actual hero.
The young one about racism and stuff like that. Like, the young one went through a lot of stuff, man. We can't just fast forward through that. It will connect with a lot of people.
I apologize. But the thing is, to do that, you're gonna have to tell the story though. So I mean, he would need his own movie. Really, you can't tell that within another group story and spend enough time to flesh that out. To me, that's why I was saying to go with the older one where it's already more developed. Because
to do a show.
Look, y'all act like there's unlimited budgets and unlimited showtime. These people are not putting out content like that all the time.
Jay, what? They don't have a lot of stuff planned out right now. They just pretty much going, making it as they go. You know what
Well,
I'm
they
saying?
keep canceling shows after they announce them, like Amanda Waller coming out.
But they
That
didn't
she gonna
cancel.
be the new Blade. Amanda Waller gonna
No,
be
they,
the
they,
new
didn't- they didn't cancel. They didn't cancel Amanda Waller.
I know, but I'm saying it was supposed to start up, but then she got delayed. So by the time they get back to Amanda Waller, she may be irrelevant. And then you
Whoa,
get
whoa, whoa.
to the Authority
You know,
was announced, and then what happened? The Authority get
you're not gonna do that to
to
Viola
James Gunn.
Davis, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying, but look, did they not announce the Authority? And then what happened to the Authority? We gonna do an Authority movie.
We gonna talk
Hold
about
on.
that.
I
We're
think.
gonna do that.
I
We gonna talk
think.
about that.
Let me throw this. I think for James Gunn, there is no young, I guess, person of color other than Blue Beetle that's really significant in DC. There is that, and Static could be that, right? And I know he's not originally from DC, but he could be that for DC because they're gonna need something to counterbalance Marvel once they decide to go with Miles Morales. It's gonna be a hoopla around Miles Morales for a lot of people. And I think they're gonna be surprised of the people that they get, and you can see it from Into the Spider-Verse. Like he has hype around him. So if people are selling out to see that the cartoon version, the animated version, you think they're not going to see the real life version? They're going to want to see it. So that could be a way to kind of take that crowd of people because it's people. It's a number. It's a number behind those people. If I can get those people over here first, then I have them because there's already a pocket of people there. So he needs not to wait on this. I'll say that.
What you got, cuz?
I think you got to go with the animated. Started off. I like the Young Justice idea because they were already talking about doing Blue Beetle. Was it a animated show for Blue Beetle to try to bring him back in?
It was an animated movie.
Animated movie. Well, you can do the same thing for a Static Shock. Go animated to bring it in. Bring him in, movie, TV show wise, and use the Young Justice side of it, of doing it, because then you have your Blue Beetle, you have your Static Shock interacting, and you start to build up that, basically what BA is saying, that group of folks that you want to be able to grab onto and hold them before Miles comes out as far as for Marvel. If you go ahead and start building that infrastructure under DC, it's sort of as far as animation, but once you get to the point you're ready for the live action, you've already you've grown it. Basically, what Marvel has been able to do with the Into the Spider-Verse side of it. So Gunn has to look at that, and this is the perfect time to do it. Animated movies, shows, to start off with your Static Shock. It'll be able to give them a chance to give a lot of the background, kind of like what Big J was saying. That you do want that background story. You do want a little bit of the history, but you don't want to dwell on it for too long. And I feel like the going animated to start it off will be able to shorten that time frame of it and then get into the live action side of it.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
So like even with the Static Shock, if you were to do it as an animated show, I really hate the way that they've gone now with these streaming services to where a show means 8 episodes. That's not enough time to tell a real story like they used to be, where you could have a weekly show where you get 26 episodes where you could flesh out an entire world and characters and dive into multiple issues and have them face multiple challenges. An 8-episode show, basically that used to be a mini series when we were, when I was growing, where you'd have 8 episodes. That's it, and then like I said, to me that doesn't give you enough time to dig into what you need to develop a character properly. That's why I was saying. To me, I don't think they're going to be able to service him right, and give him the full story that he needs, because everybody knows Superman, everybody knows Batman, everybody knows. I mean, Hawkgirl and all of them know, but they're going to be side characters. But like I said, if you want to make him a major character and you want to make him representative, like a black Miles, a DC version of Miles Morales. Miles already has 2 movies in, about to get his 3rd before they bring him on live action. So it's going to be like he's going to already have a backstory, besides the fact he's one of the most popular characters besides that, Peter Parker. So I don't know, like if you really want to make this person be endearing, you're going to have to spend time with him and develop him. Like Bill was saying, give him, if you're going to put him on the show, you got to give him enough episodes and enough back-to-back, not 8 episodes this year, 8 episodes 2 years from now, because, we got busy doing other stuff. We was making a Booster Gold TV show and movie. You know what I'm saying? You have to give him and dedicate a crew to just flesh out his story, not and get a black person on the crew. Don't let it be
I
James
think
Gunn
it
by
will.
himself writing the story because he understands a black teenager's struggles and things he got to deal with. Let somebody else come in that might know something. You know what I'm saying? Maybe talk to your brother at Warner Brothers at what's that guy name that does all the Black Panther movies? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, at Marvel. Yeah,
Because he did sign a contract with Warner Brothers, so maybe let him do
he
that.
did.
He can do superhero movies.
Who you talking about?
What's his name? You know what I'm talking about?
Ron Coogler.
He did.
Ryan Coogler.
Yeah,
Ryan Coogler signed a
Yeah.
contract with Warner Brothers,
Yeah,
so
I mean, he talked to James Gunn. Remember?
yeah,
So
that's it. Let him do
yeah.
Static Shock. Let him say, hey man, we know you can make a black superhero movie, or he can make a superhero movie. You can make a movie. He's good at making movies. Let him do Static Shock.
Right. No, listen. Y'all making it more complicated than what it is. Let me give you a prime example. Does anybody, any backstory to Mr. Terrific?
No.
What did they just do? They threw him in the movie with a recognizable character. I mentioned this a million times. You throw him in the movie with a recognizable character. You show that engagement for those people or whatever, and then guess what? Now Mr. Terrific's getting a show.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have to know a backstory. Hey, where you from? What your mom and daddy name is? What struggle did you come in have at the age of 5 years old? None of that. Now they can just tell a story for Mr. Terrific moving forward. They could do the same thing with him. We already heard him say we're not doing no origin stories no more. Just introduce him in a movie with a recognizable character, a Batman movie or something like that. Say he with the Outsiders. No, that's not that's Black Lightning. My bad. That's what I want to see. I want to see Black Lightning. But yeah, throw him in a movie or something. Hey, put him in the Titans or something. He could be a character in the Titans or whatever. Throw him in the Titans. Ooh, we like this Static Shock kid. Okay, bam. We gonna get him a show.
Don't they have a black person in the Titans? We can't have Cyborg and him. That's two in the same episode. So that's too much representation.
Stop being inside and outside. You know,
my bad. Yeah. They can't relate. My bad.
He's a man.
Well, yeah, he has
and in the D League, so he definitely plays both sides.
Cause when he on the roster in the New 52? When he on the Titans roster in New 52, I think. I thought he was. He could be.
He's been right. He's been on the Justice League and he's been on Titans. Just make him on what it in this world. I guess Mr. Terrific is right now Cyborg. In a way, right? Just the computer person in a sense. I know they're different characters, but right now,
yeah, no, I know what you mean.
If they're going to introduce him, it might be with.
Now, I just hope that what you just said, that they don't think like, oh, we already got Mr. Terrific, we don't need Cyborg. That's what I'm hoping they don't be like. You know what I'm saying? No. So that's why I was kind of saying like, because I'm scared they might think that we're like, oh, we already got Mr. Terrific. He does kind of what Cyborg does. We're good. It's like, no. They're gonna need that for the Titans or whatever. Keep Mr. Terrific with the Justice Gang or whatever. I don't know. They're gonna have a Justice Society at some point, and he's gonna be over. But then Cyborg's with the Titans or whatever. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping they don't do. But yeah, I heard you saying though, BJ. We can say though, BJ.
You trying to have three? You want to have Cyborg and Static Shock and Mr. Terrific? That's three.
And Black Lightning
and a Lantern. Black Lantern. What's it?
Yeah, and Black Lightning.
Yeah. So see, okay, y'all being greedy.
The
Black Gang. Gang.
Static / electricity people on the same squad. We're not doing that. It's gonna be one or the other. Who you want?
Hey man, we need both of y'all to be able to turn this light on. You know what I'm saying, with your powers. When it's dark in there, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now you know it's gonna be messed up though. If they have Static, y'all know they're not gonna have Black Lightning.
That's what I'm saying. One or the other.
Yeah. Or unless they have it and James Gunn kind of make a joke of it, like somebody like they'll have like Black Lightning in another show or a movie or something. Be like, yo, don't we already have Static or whatever? You probably do something like that, but yeah. Let's see what we got here, y'all. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting right here, y'all. Check this out. This y'all got right here. James Gunn teases Chris Pratt could be joining the DCU. Let's see if I can show the folks this here real quick. So check this out. Says in a recent interview, James Gunn teases Chris Pratt could be joining the new DCU. When asked whether Pratt could play Batman, he replied, "No." You hear that, Big J? No. I know you're gonna say yes. As something else, Yes. So check this out, fellas. This is a few characters that people kind of have linked to old Chris Pratt right here, bro. So check this out. We got Booster Gold. That was a popular one I heard from a lot of people. Booster Gold. Got Plastic Man, Blue Beetle, Kite Man, The Atom, and Adam Strange. Ooh, I think about Adam Strange. That might be a good one. So, Big J, who you think that Chris Pratt could play, man, for the DCU?
I would say either Booster Gold or Kite Man would fit his personality and his style of acting and humor. The other ones, I mean, they already got a Blue Beetle, so I don't think you're gonna do the two different Blue Beetles because you already got the young one.
Oh, so you saying Ted Cord is dead in this universe? You think he dead?
Well, I think if you're gonna say the what's his name is Blue Beetle, then
that's what I was thinking. Yes, that's what I was. Yeah.
Then I think he
was alive.
Yeah. Because remember what they said? They said they want to keep the character, but not the world. They said so all the rest of the stuff in that movie is not going to. So I think they're just going to keep him in that character and then integrate him into DCU. But everybody else, like so, the George Lopez and all them ain't going to be not coming over.
Not mad at it. What you think, Cuz?
Kite Man is the 1A. I agree with Big J. But yeah, I go Kite Man first. First choice. Booster Gold would be second choice. Everything else can fall off. But yeah, just for his style, because we were saying we already got a Blue Beetle. Don't see him. I don't see him being a Plastic Man. Yeah, it's Kite Man. Kite Man is what has a stronghold on me. Yeah, I think he will be a great Kite Man. Yeah, go ahead and put him. I know Gunn doesn't watch us as often as Kevin, but hopefully he watches us on this one and put him as Kite Man.
What about you, BA?
I know this is going to be a stretch, pause, but for someone we know is Pratt, we know his style of acting and things like that. What about Harvey? Harvey Dent. Two-Face. We expect that side of him, so he could be that with Harvey Dent. So he don't have to be Two-Face in one movie. It could be a two movie type thing in a sense, like not necessarily one thing. So you get to know the Chris Pratt, the lovable Chris Pratt, and then the switch after however they decide to do it, and then it's like he a whole different person. So he can play both sides of that, and I think it'll be a challenge for Chris Pratt, and I think he'll want to do it because it's just different. It's just he'll be a more serious dinosaur wrangler as Two-Face, and I'm throwing it out there, man. I'm just trying to be different, man. I hear everybody else. I hear Booster Gold. Everything looks good, but I think he might want to just be different in the DCU. Well, he's just being a Star-Lord wherever he goes. It's just I think he's tired of that.
It's funny you said Star-Lord, BA, because I think he could be a good Adam Strange in the same kind of that same wheelhouse. Yeah, that's crazy. Like if he played Adam Strange, I think a lot of people be like, "Yo, that's just too on the nose, man. Like, what we doing? You already played Star-Lord." But I'm gonna say Adam Strange or how old is he, Big J?
Oh, Chris Pratt.
Yeah, like 43.
Yeah, he's in his 40s. Let me see. Because here's the thing, though. Chris Pratt to me is like what's it the other actor that only plays one. He's
46.
Yeah, he's gonna be huge old. 46.
Kite Man or
maybe Kite Man. Let's stick with Kite Man. He's not the Adam. I'll tell you that right now. He definitely not the Adam.
Yeah. Now I was gonna say to me, Chris Pratt is kind of like Will Ferrell. He's kind of like he's one of them one-note actors. I really do think he plays the same basic dude in every movie. I don't think he's got range. He's like the wannabe funny guy. I don't think he's got range.
Did you see the Terminal List?
Yeah, that was fantastic. No. Oh, you got to watch that. I'm watching Dark Wolf now.
He was not the Star-Lord in Criminal List. He was different.
Yeah.
He got range, man. He got range. We just so used to that version of him.
I didn't say that, BA.
I'm just saying.
Watch Terminal List this week, and then come back to us on Tuesday.
It's a miniseries, you know, that you're used to, like Roots. You know, that came out when you was around. So
yeah, I was live. So what you trying to say, huh?
Watch Terminal List, but I still put him at Kite Man. But thinking of him as Harvey Dent will be interesting because Harvey's being a lawyer and then switching over to the gangster. That will be very interesting. I'm intrigued with the Harvey Dent. I'm intrigued with it.
So nobody's saying Plastic Man. Okay, I got you.
Nah, I don't see him being Plastic.
Like we already said, Rainn Wilson is gonna be.
Yeah.
At 87 years old, he's gonna be Plastic Man.
Exactly.
Be a gray hair Plastic Man. Yeah, no, I with y'all though, man. I keep your eye out on the Adam Strange. You know, there was rumors they were looking at trying to do Adam Strange something, so we will see. Check this out here. Speaking of authorities, Big J. James Gunn says the Authority movie has been a little bit of a challenge. So check this out. It says Peacemaker Season 2's red carpet speaking with the new Blurred Order. He says James Gunn admitted that developing the Authority movie has been a little bit of a challenge, simply because integrating these characters with the DCU has been a difficult thing to do. That's because they're not really too much known with being in the DCU yet. They just they were with Wildstorm Comics, which got bought out by DC. So I think the only one I know of that's kind of been more associated with them, even in like the anime and stuff, was Grifter. So that's why whenever they had this idea of the Authority, I told Cuz this before he even started talking about he didn't know how to integrate them and all that. I told Cuz I don't know how he gonna integrate them into this universe. It's gonna be a little. This is different, bro. This ain't your run of the mill DC characters, bro. They kind of fit more in the vein of the boys. Mm-hmm. So, but what you think on this, Cuz?
It was already something that we already knew, especially how, like you said, I already knew that it was going to be a really tough to pull off. I'm just, at this point, I'm just glad that they're not giving up on it. And hopefully they are able to figure it out. But what I wonder is if it will be off to the side type of situation. Like, would you have them to heavily, would they be used heavily within like your Superman movie or something to that type of pop-up? Or would you just have them off to the side? Like, you can mention them in the movie, you can mention them in these different stuff, but when they're on the screen, they're their own thing. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily a true interaction. Because what Gunn has been saying for continuously of late is that every movie, show, and everything is going to be its own thing, not necessarily leading up to something. So that's one thing that they could do, it is have them to be their own thing, and then mention them here and there just to show that they're part of the DCU. Because it's going to be really tough to have these type of characters into the DCU, and I think that's probably be like the easier way of doing it. Let them be their own thing and just mention them. Because be like a Daily Planet headline or something, you know. I'm crazy to that effect.
What you think, Big J?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I can see where he's having trouble trying to integrate them, but I think that's going to be his biggest problem. Is James Gunn likes to do obscure characters, little known characters, and then integrate them. And there's like that whole found family thing. But like I said, it's kind of hard to when you're building a universe. And I know I've heard some of his interview answers. Well, like because he's taking an interesting approach. Like when they asked him about like the timeline of Peacemaker, for example, where it falls in between Peacemaker and Superman, he's like, well, it's kind of loose, you know, because he said he learned one, he knows that fans want stuff to make sense, and so he's trying not to do the Marvel thing, where Marvel does try to say, well, this happened before this happened before this. And so he's trying to keep it vague, but I don't know as you build out a whole universe if you can do that, because at some point it's not going to make sense.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like I said, he's trying to add characters and trying to integrate everybody. And once again, as you build a world and a universe, it's hard to integrate more and more characters in an interconnected universe because people are going to start calling you on inconsistencies. And you also, like I said, you got to worry about stuff like, and I know you don't have to have tone be, exact, but it does need to make sense and needs to fit. And he's going to need to struggle with that, trying to figure out who to bring in specifically, who not to bring in. Because, like I said, he's got a big toy box to play with. And initially, he was like, oh, we're going to bring everybody in. But like I said, now he's having like, that may not work. You know what I mean? Like he'll announce stuff and he's like, yeah, I don't see what that's going to make sense. So he may need to find just the right writer because he can't do everything. And we already said he can't write every story. That's why I said he might need to lean on, like I said, for Static Shock, Brian Coogler. He may need to find somebody who's good, that he trusts, that he could pull in and let them start taking and helping projects so he don't have to be hands on everything. Because that same thing Kevin Feige ran into. And when there was too many projects out there, Kevin couldn't touch everything and then everything started to fall off. So he needs to balance that now and get a hold of it now because right now he's only got 3 movies that he's worked. They're working on. So like, how you gonna get bamboozled when you got 3 movies when you're gonna have 25 movies in 5 to 10 years? So you got to get that under reins.
What you think, BA?
So I think that he started to kind of do it right now. So you might have a list of movies. And you can introduce maybe a different character in said movies. Maybe one movie has 2 characters. Just they could be background characters. They could be like, not necessarily in the fold. And then when if someone needs to then form the authority, then you can go ahead on and have them maybe an end credit scene talk to each one of them, and then boom, you now have the authority. It doesn't take too much. Just you don't necessarily have to have every authority member that ever was. But you have about 4 to 5, and that could be that. And you introduce them slowly, and then when they're needed, you can say, "Oh, well, this person was kind of recruiting the whole. Superman was recruiting them the whole time. Somebody was recruiting them the whole time." That's kind of how you unleash them amongst the people, and now you have them. So. Not everything has to be, boom, the authority. Here they go. Like, nah, it could be something else, and then it can lead up to it. So James Gunn got so much time to work things out. He only did 1 movie and 1 animated series and 1 a regular series, which is Peacemaker. That's it.
Peacemaker.
So he got 3 different avenues to introduce people if he wants to along the way. So he doesn't have to rush it. It could be a slow. No one's saying, "Yo, I'm gonna throw it right now." We would like to see it. We don't mind seeing it. But what they're rushing for is Wonder Woman. Where's Batman? Those are the 2 that's like, yo, we need them ASAP. The authority is not an ASAP thing. So if it's not an ASAP, then we can build some legs on it. Let's let her walk out for a little bit. Let's see what it can do. So it doesn't have to be right now. Introduce 1 character, either villain or hero. It don't matter. It don't matter. Every villain could be like wants to get a certain person to talk to him. You know what? I like where you're going with it. I can rock with that. It takes 1 conversation. So I like just 1 person at a time. Then you can unleash them after that.
Listen, what you said is kind of what I was about to say as far as what Cuz was talking about. The fact that like what we did with the engineer, she's part of the authority, right? You had her in the movie. What you could have did was if one of the end credits, like you said, have a like maybe a Rick Flag or somebody like that, or maybe even Amanda Waller or something like that at the end, recruit her to this group. Then, like you said, sprinkle the other authorities in characters in the other movies. Like I said, I only know really 3 of them. That's Engineer, Apollo, and Midnighter, right? You find, like, say Midnighter could be in a Batman movie or something, right? Then at the end of that movie, hey, I'm trying to recruit you for this group or whatever. And then people will kind of recognize these characters, kind of get to know these characters or whatever. So like I know BJ love backstories. That way you ain't got to do a backstory and all that stuff for them. Like, oh, I seen him in that such movie, or I seen him in that such show. So now you got them all together. That way you start, kind of going from there or whatever with the authority movie. Because like I said, the Authority were part of the Wildstorm comics. They got bought out by DC. So a lot of integrating their characters into the DC stories it's not a vast variety of that. So you're gonna have to be creative with it. It's kind of like what we were talking about with Static Shock. In the comics, there is not a ton of stories that were there linked to the DCU DC proper or whatever, right? So you have to be creative with it. Like you said, BA, the shows were creative with it when they put him in Young Justice and integrated him in Justice League, was it Batman Beyond, all that stuff. They found creative ways to put him in there. Your job is to tell a story. You have these characters. Yeah, you want to, be kind of aligned with the comics and all that stuff. Yeah, you do. But in certain situations where these characters aren't completely known for being, neck and neck or whatever with these characters, you find a creative way to integrate them within the story. And like you just said, that's a perfect way to do it. We don't know a lot about these characters. Sprinkle them in.
Mm-hmm.
But go ahead.
That's a fact. And that's storytelling 101. We want these creators to stick to the comic issue, right? We want to stick to the comic as a resource. But we also know that this is your own project. This is your own creative spin on whatever it is that you're consuming. So yes, you can be creative. You can take some risk, some calculated risk. And as a fan, if it's put together nicely, dang, that was a great idea what they just did. Okay.
Perfect example, BA. Ultraman. That wasn't the Ultraman from the comics. You had a different spin to it. And it worked. So yeah.
So one thing though, to kind of derail what y'all saying, and he may change his stance, but James Gunn said a few times that he doesn't want to use post-credit scenes to set up anything else. He just wants the post-credit scenes to be something light and funny that references something that already happened in the movie. But he said he learned from Marvel that you don't use post-credit scenes to set up something else, because then you got to pay it off. So that's why he didn't want to use post-credit scenes to introduce, or like, let's form a team type situations.
But these post-credit scenes are
scene that was in the movie.
Hey, I'm telling you what he said.
Well, no, you're right, BJ. You're right, but we're talking about these post-credit scenes are going to pay off. They are going to pay off. Like you're trying to come up with an Authority movie, right? So you're sprinkling the authorities in these different movies. Show at the end that somebody like, yo, man, hey, come join this group or whatever. And then it's going to lead to a movie. I'm not saying like just throw in random, Superman talks to Parallax and then you don't never follow back up on that. I'm not talking about something like that. These end credits are going to lead to something. That's to help you with being a creative and trying to make a movie or whatever.
Well, I think.
Okay. They don't even go ahead, Jay.
I think with Supergirl, the only difference with that, I think, because they already filmed, or were at the time they released it, they already completed filming on Supergirl, so it's not really setting up something he knows not going to pay off. You know what I mean? Because they already shot the movie, so they could have threw her in a week before they released the movie and did that one little quick scene and be like, "Here you go," because we know she's going to be in the next thing. It's not a guess.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that makes sense, but I'm also as far as it's like, suppose you have. Like I said, you introduce these characters through the movie, like they're in the movie. They might not have a huge role. They could be in the background. They could be the secondary character or something like that.
Like Engineer was.
It could be like Engineer, but she kind of had like a serious role. It could be something that someone was on a computer screen or something like that. Like, oh, okay, that was a name there. Could be in a lot of stuff, but it could be that person as well. And then, let's say instead of having this end credit scene that we're talking about that Marvel does, that James Gunn doesn't want to get attached to, well, then once you say that you have the Authority movie and you see the trailers and stuff like that, okay, well, who are these people and stuff like that? Okay, I understand. Okay, this might be a different project. And then within the first realm of that movie, like the opening scene could be what we consider the end credits for other movies, all into one little quick montage of someone going around or something like that, recruiting them, and then here they are. Like, so instead of just wasting, like you said, credit was that you have to be, I don't know if I am or not, but instead of having an end credit scene was, so you have to stick to that and then ask questions. Mm-hmm. Nah, we can just introduce that at the beginning of a movie, and then, but the Easter eggs was already
right
there.
Into it. Yeah. What say that, BJ?
No, that's because His audio was breaking up. I didn't know if it was breaking up for everybody, if it was just me.
No, it's me too. But I'm getting the gist of what he's saying though. Like I said, he's pretty much saying like if with those end credits, you can use that as like a montage at the beginning of an Authority movie to show you, oh, okay, this is what happened. When we got this collection of people or whatever. Then on top of that, like you were saying earlier, you don't gotta have like 7-8 dudes in the group. Just get you like 5 major main characters or whatever. I know people gonna complain that they actually do know about the Authority. They're gonna be like, "Man, why you put this guy, that guy in there?" Listen, man, this is just a beginning. They can still work their way to add more people, but you if you want to kind of keep it more personal to make it more easier to follow for the casual people, make it like 5 people, bro, and then you go from there or whatever, right? So, like you said, just make it to where you like those end credits. I'm not saying on all the movies or nothing like that, but if you have that character in that movie, kind of make the end credit, make one of your, you're gonna have like 2 or 3 end credits. You had it in Superman, so just make one of your end credits like, yo, they captured Midnighter or whatever. Hey, Midnighter, I got this group I'm forming. Do you want to come join us or whatever? Yeah, whatever. Then, like you said, use that clip as part of the montage that kind of lets people know how this group got together, who they are, and then that'll lead you right into the Authority movie.
Yeah, I think we'll see more of that because I think the biggest issue is because he doesn't even have a script yet.
Yeah.
He hasn't even said he has a treatment, and that's the thing. Like, you know,
he
doesn't really have
anything. He don't. Like I think they're trying to come with the brand, kind of the like the idea right now.
And that's the problem. That's why you can't do that's why you can't do a post credit scene if you have no direction to go in. So I think that's what he's saying. Like, if I don't know what I'm doing, then how am I going to be like, oh yeah, let me do a post credit scene to pay off something I don't even know what I'm doing yet. I think, like I said, Supergirl was finished. He already had a script. Everything was done. This time he's trying to figure out, okay, what are we going to do next? And if he doesn't know, now he'll probably do a post credit scene in Supergirl for the Superman family movie that he's working on. You know what I mean? Because he said he already has a 60-page treatment, and he's working on the script. Because they said his treatments are not like a couple paragraphs of I'm going to do this. He said it's almost the entire movie. And he said that by the time he finishes this, he'll be done with the whole script in a matter of a few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, so I think he'd be more comfortable doing in Supergirl movie, he may go now and shoot a post-credit scene for the Superman family movie because he already has that locked down. But like I said, unless they get the Midnighter thing or unless they get anything else, I don't think he's going to do it. Just like I remember he made the statement, and somebody made the comment the other day that basically, with the Batman situation, they said he's not even going to mention Batman until Matt Reeves finishes his trilogy now. And so he said he's going to basically take his time on the Batman movie because he said he wants to let Matt Reeves' Batman's trilogy breathe because he does not want to introduce 2 Batman movies in the same year with 2 competing Batman, is what he said about a week or so ago.
He is introduced to Batman though.
Huh?
He's already introduced Batman to his work. I'll say that.
And Creature Comforts, yeah. They showed his silhouette, but he's saying he's not going to be on screen in live action.
I get it, but they referenced Gotham in Peacemaker 2, season 2, episode 2. So it's we know that
about the and about the reference Gotham and Clayface. They already showing us the scene or the behind the scenes of that stuff right now with the clips and all that stuff for the different police cars and all that stuff in different buildings. So, no, I was about to say something, but something you said, Big J.
I know they said the Gotham and Clayface. They said there's also different logos and stuff than the Gotham and the Batman movie. So they said he's clearly trying to say there's a different universe. So it's not that whole blending of the two. Doesn't seem like that's going to be the case.
That's what I was gonna say. I think another reason why I think he's having issues. I've said it before. So Apollo and Midnighter are pretty much Superman and Batman.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another challenge I think he's having right now is trying to separate those two from the Batman and Superman of this universe. Cause I like I said, I like you said a minute ago. Yeah, he does like to do those obscure characters. A lot of characters that people don't know about and kind of make them household names and stuff like that. I think this is probably one time where it was like he probably should have just stayed away from this group or whatever. But I don't know, because it's gonna be interesting on how they explain Apollo being out there and, like I said, Midnighter being out there while having a Batman and Superman. So that's gonna be it. And on top of that, I wonder if they're gonna actually make Apollo and Midnighter a couple. That's what I'm be interested in seeing. Because yeah, that's gonna be interesting. All right, check this out. Aaron Pierre and Amy Adams have joined the cast of Star Wars Starfighter. So they had some behind the scenes photos of Starfighter, which I guess you could add that as tangibility for this movie, I guess. But what you think on this one, BA?
I wish I knew what Starfighter was really about.
Me too.
They are getting great actors, good actors. I'm sorry if you're great, they're not great.
Wow.
And we see what we can do with them. So it's cool. Like it's a. Go ahead.
So would it make you feel better if somebody died in the movie?
Somebody gonna die in the movie.
Okay, if somebody died in the movie, would you feel better about it? I mean, if you knew for sure somebody was gonna die, would you be like, "Oh yeah, I'm all in"?
Yeah, he gonna die.
Not if it's Aaron Pierre. I don't need him because he might be.
Amy Adams can die though. Amy
can go. Amy can go.
Go to sleep.
But no, I wish I knew where they was going with it, so I can say like, okay, he could be this person, or she's good at this. In a sense, I don't know. Amy didn't even play a damsel in distress well, so I don't know where they're going with it.
BJ, is this based off of something in Star Wars?
That's the thing. I don't know nothing about it. That's just like I have no idea what it is, so I can't know if I'm excited about it or not. I don't know what this is. I know they said it's supposed to be set after the Rey stuff is supposed to happen, but other than that, I don't know what it's about. I don't know the characters. I don't know what they. I believe I saw a picture of was it Ryan Gosling with a lightsaber? So apparently he gonna have a lightsaber.
Oh,
I saw that somewhere.
No, was it real though?
You know, ain't nothing real until it's real. I mean, like I
said,
say,
because sometimes, man, this AI is so dang so convincing, bro. It's like
Ebonic intelligence.
I'm like, yeah, Ebonic intelligence, yeah. But no, you know, sometimes, man, it's darn man, you can't really tell no more. So that's why I'm like, that's why I asked y'all before if you hear anything about there being anybody force sensitive in this movie, or is this about like people who, X-wings and stuff like that. Like, what is this about?
Yeah, I don't know anything about what the movie's about. I haven't heard any real plot details. I mean,
because they're filming right now. They're actually filming right now. I got to give Star Wars a props. They're actually going through with this, man. I think. I mean, like I said, the cast is starting to round out. You got two pretty good actors right here. Then you got Matt Smith, and then of course Ryan Gosling. So I mean, it sounds interesting as far as the cast. I just don't know anything about it. But we can say, PJ.
See, now they're saying that the movie is set. This whole thing is it's supposed to be set 5 years after the rise of Skywalker.
Okay, so it's 5.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all I see for sure. I don't see.
So for real, yes, it will be somebody that's force sensitive. Yes.
Yeah, probably so. You're right. Probably gonna be Ryan Gosling. Ooh, Ryan Gosling.
It's gonna be Aaron Pierre.
And then Matt Smith. Yeah, either way.
No, I got. As some type of shout out to Chewbacca, but someone along those lines, man.
They ain't gonna have that man.
They're gonna give him the Zoe Saldana treatment, man. Watch, man.
Nah, I'm telling you, he gonna be. they ain't casting somebody.
I'll be an X-wing fighter, probably.
Yeah, we'll see, man. I don't trust Star Wars no more.
Look, he's already gonna be a Green Lantern. They're gonna make him the force sensitive. They're not gonna repeat the Finn situation where he's adjacent to the superstar.
Is he force sensitive? Is he not force sensitive? We gonna let y'all guess. Like then at the end of the trilogy, he was never force sensitive. Like, we think he might be force sensitive. I don't know, bro. It's trash. What you think, Cuz?
I will maintain what I said last time. I'm not talking about Starfighter until I get a trailer. I'm maintaining that.
I know. But I know BA. I know BA's saying. I know BA saying is somebody got to die. I think me and Cuz is gonna be. I gotta see a trailer.
Yep.
What if somebody dies in the trailer? crossover. The crossover.
Fusion.
I mean, it's Starbucks. Somebody got to die. So I mean, somebody's going to get blown out the space. So I want to see it though. I don't want to see just like the fire. I just want to see like them literally like the cabin exploding and then them coming out of it in the air. That's in space.
Now what they end up like Leia? But now remember Leia.
Lord, why'd you bring that up? Jesus.
It didn't brought us up.
No. So I was gonna say the only trailer.
That's all, folks. Have a good night.
See.
Good night, everybody.
No, I was gonna say the only trailer I saw when somebody died was Dark Phoenix. We know that was a great movie, so I know that was BA's favorite movie because didn't they killed Mystique?
Yeah,
she died in the trailer. They were like, forget it. Fox was like, we don't even care no more. We got bought out. Kill her in the trailer.
That show a dime.
They did not care. That is true.
But yeah, I'm with y'all though. I don't know nothing about this movie. They say Star Wars. I'm gonna watch it. You already know. First one in the theater. Like I said, the cast is good. I like the casting so far. Director's pretty good. You got Sean Levy. This is with the I can't say with the premise, but with the cast and the director is shaping up to be a pretty good Star Wars movie. Hopefully, because my favorite Star Wars movie of all time is what movie? Cuz
Rogue One.
There you go. Now if it can kind of be in that same. Whoa. Doing all that cussing this morning. It's too early, bro. So if it's in that kind of that range, bro, it's all good, man. All right, here we go, y'all. So check this out. I found this online. This is every post-credit scene that directly sets up Avengers Doomsday. This is in your wheelhouse right here, BA. So check it out, y'all. These are the post-credit scenes right now. So we got the Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. We have the Fantastic Four. First, that's the one we just finished seeing. We got the Marvels. We got Captain America: Brave New World, and then we got a new Avengers post credit. So this is the thing here, y'all. We can kind of go with these here. How do y'all think each of these post credits are gonna link to Doomsday? What you think, Big J?
So I think with Doctor Strange and Clea, I think we're gonna find out that they've been over battling that incursion because we haven't heard anything from Doctor Strange. So he may have been gone for 3 years. That's what I've been hearing. The rumors he may have been out for Clea for the last 3 years fighting what was going on in the other dimensions.
Before you finish that, you think we should have got a movie about that first?
Yeah, definitely. They should have Doctor Strange 3.
Okay.
Because I think that's one that fell off. It should have happened before we got to this point because it could have fleshed out the story more, With the other one, I mean, we know Dr. Doom showed up. He's hanging with Franklin. I think him and Franklin are bonding, talking, maybe getting his face healed a little bit. You know what I mean? We don't know yet. And then Chelsea Grammer, we know that one also supposed to be an incursion because you have Monica Rambeau in the wrong world, the wrong dimension, wrong world. So that's another one. Captain America, we had Bubblehead talking to Cap about the others.
That's a puss bump on his head, man.
He need to pop that, man. They need to get that lance to something because that threw me off every time I saw him on screen. I'm like,
bro, did you see the original? You see the original concept? Oh my god. Anyway, I'm sorry. I don't want to get mad. Go ahead, bro.
I wonder when they're gonna release that Hot Toys with that thing is just gonna be oozing. He look like the Toxic Avenger.
That's what he looked like. That's exactly what he looked like. You're right.
The Avengers, we know that's where they had the ship coming across. But once again, the only problem we know that's not the Excelsior because the Excelsior only had the 3 fins. The ship we saw in Fantastic, the New Avengers Thunderbolts has 4. So it looks like that may be the new ship that they built to cross over into this new universe. So I think, but like I said, so we know that's at least 3 of those are going to involve incursions because we know that's the Doctor Strange, the Marvels, and the Thunderbolts. The other ones, like I said, he references, he's foretelling, and then of course we got Doom popping up. So that's why I see it tying in.
Bro, I don't think. They really didn't need the Captain America: Brave New World one. That didn't make any sense. It's like, so you did all this when you knew that there was gonna be some incursions happening. Why you didn't just focus your energy on trying to stop the incursions? But anyway, yeah, no, I'm with you. So what you think they should have did a movie too, cuz on Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, explaining him going out to fight the incursions?
That would have been by far the best thing to do. Even before they decided to get rid of the
Kang.
Kang, they should have already had a plan of having a Doctor Strange 3 already built into it. Just because they already had a plan as far as like he was going to go multiverse, he was going to have incursions, he was going to have Doom, he was going to have Secret Wars. That right there in that space should have been Doctor Strange 3, him fighting these incursions. It would have been perfect. So yeah, I wholeheartedly agree with Big J that they needed that movie to be able to flesh it out. Yes, your multiverse saga didn't go so well, but this would have been a good movie to have, even to help with the storyline and to also prep for your Doomsday as well. But yeah, the Brave New World clip was unneeded. I think that is a new Excelsior entering into their universe. And then for the Marvels and first step, yeah, showing Doom and then another incursion happening. So yeah, I think it would have been massive to have that Doctor Strange movie, fighting incursions, going into Doctor Doom realm or movie where he's going out to grab people for causing incursions. So I think it would have been able to flesh everything out much better that way.
They could have had Doctor Doom in the Doctor Strange 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
4. No, the 3, right? 3. Yeah,
It's
we could have had it
3.
with 3.
It's 3. Yeah.
So I mean, but B.A. Wise, Captain America: Brave New World's post-credit scene, the best of all time, bro.
First and foremost, it's the lighting, right? So it was a very artistic way, very creative way to let you know the incoming doom that's happening in the foreshadowing movies. And one that's all I got for that. 2, I think for Doomsday, I think we're going to get a little bit of Doctor Strange 3 in Doomsday. I think a segment of that movie is going to have that. The question that we're asking, I think, is going to be maybe answered in Doomsday just a little bit. Would you want a whole movie? Yes. Of course we would, but I don't think. Well, one, we're not getting that. Two is like, are they going to do the Captain Marvel treatment? Like, hey, where you been? Earth is not the only one that needs help or protection or something like that. I don't think we're going to get a one line of where you've been at either. So I think they're going to show more so versus him saying what he's been doing. I think they're going to show a little bit of it, and then Doom interacts with that part of it, and then they might help bring that forward. I think, of course, we've seen them in Franklin, talking to Franklin. I think Monica. I think everyone's saying Monica's gonna have like a really, really big role in this movie. And it has to start somewhere, so that's why Marvel is important. Why is Monica having such a big role? Well, she's the one that's potentially starting an incursion. Maybe she's one of the ones that gets away from Doom because he doesn't know her power set, or maybe the how maxed out her power set could possibly be, and it catches him off guard. He's able to escape, or she's able to escape, but the X-Men around her doesn't, and then they end up, somebody got to die, right? So they end up dying in a sense, right? That could be how they twist that in there. And maybe the Fantastic Four comes, that their ship is behind the shit that we see in the New Avengers. Because maybe they're chasing somebody. Maybe that's the everyone assuming that it's the Fantastic Four. No, it could be somebody else, and they're the ones that's following them, and they just track the course. So while someone, let's say if it's Doom or somebody like that, is battling the New Avengers, boom, here come the Fantastic Four to help save them. So now they're on the same page as well. And I still don't have anything for that goddamn Captain America part. But I'll spend it some kind of way. And so I think we're going to, most importantly, we're going to get that Doctor Strange scene that we're missing. We're going to get it in Doomsday. Hopefully.
So this is my thing. This is my thing about the whole Captain America one. Now he's telling Sam this, right? Is that going to prepare them? Kind of like what, remember when Bruce got sent back to Earth by
Sam goes and takes the information and says there's a bigger threat coming.
Yeah.
You need to prepare now. There you go.
Something like that. Yeah, there you go. So let me ask you a question too, because now you gotta call it right. If you have to call it right now, who is in that Fantastic Four ship? Is it Doom or is it the Fantastic Four?
It's the
I just said
Fantastic Four.
I don't think it's them. So I think they're.
So you got Doom, Big J got Fantastic Four. Who you got, cuz?
Doom.
Doom.
Yeah.
Y'all need to stop disrespecting the Brave New World end credit scene and also the leader, because his mastery of probabilities was one of the most impressive things. Because he mentioned that in every line. I'm like, you just sound stupid. Like you don't know what the word means. He's like, I've seen the probabilities. It's like, dude, stop.
So they're gonna use those. They're gonna use that ability that he has in this movie.
I think they're gonna forget all about that. They're gonna forget all about that ability. They're gonna forget about the leader. They're gonna forget about Red Hulk. All the probabilities are gonna disappear, and they're just gonna start punching each other. I think that's what's gonna happen at some point.
Yeah, because we don't hear anything about him being in a movie. Harrison Ford. I think they're gonna recast him too. At the end of when everything gets rebooted, I think they're gonna recast him too.
Who, the leader?
No, Red Hulk. Or Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt.
Harrison Ford is 87 years old.
That's why they want to recast him.
Yeah, exactly. He's 215 years old, Big J. They got to recast that man.
Somebody in their 50s, man.
But yeah, man, that was just a few of the post-credit scenes. We're gonna definitely see. Hopefully, we'll see it pay off here. What, next year, right? Dang, next December, right?
Yeah.
Damn. That's over a year. Well, almost a year and a half almost when they started shooting. But yeah, so that's pretty much it there on the topics there, y'all. So let's go ahead and show some love real quick to Playback.
Thank you to our friends over at Playback for this segment. Pause. If you're tired of the national media and the annoying ways they sometimes cover sports and other events, give the Glow Sun Production channel on Playback a try. We cover new and old school basketball, wrestling, and geek culture. And just recently, we've added boxing, mixed martial arts, anime, and even video gaming. So if you have time in your busy day, give our channel on Playback a look and check out some of our replays while you're at it. Another special shout out to our favorite at Playback. Back to the show.
Yes, sir, man. Let's get some of these questions, comments here, man. See what everybody's talking about. Shout out to Salam. He says, y'all think Richardson is a strong enough actor to play a DCU lead? He says, I've only seen him in Titans and Reacher. Also, he is in great shape, but 42. But who knows? Cats like Sly and Hugh are still in shape. I mean, as a lead, I'm not sure. Maybe the team up scenario, probably. I mean, we've seen James Gunn, make Batista and John Cena, great. So I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, like I said, what it sounds like they're not going to. He's not going to be Batman anyway. So we got to play the guess a game on what he could be. But I do think, like what BA was saying earlier, I do think he is going to be in the DCU in some shape, form, or fashion.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we got George Williams. He says Sony's Marvel After Dark. He said versus James Gunn's DC origin. Hold on, let me see. What was Sony's After Dark? What was that?
Maybe it was in Madam Web. I didn't see it, so maybe it was in Madam Web.
Oh God, bro.
No, it wasn't that.
Just Madam Web in general, dark, not a good one.
Yeah.
Now, if you're gonna go DCU versus the Boys origin, that'd be a different story.
Yeah.
I think DCU got it.
Both are chaos.
That would definitely be different. But did y'all did watch episode 2, right? Of okay. Yeah, I think it's gonna get better after like 3.
Mm-hmm.
Like episode 3.
Shout out to Eagly. I won't say nothing else.
Bro, oh my god, yeah. Shout out to Eagly, bro.
James Gunn is great, yo. James Gunn is great, man.
Hold on. Tim Meadows stole it.
Oh yeah,
Tim Meadows stole that whole episode.
I'm not knocking that either. I am not knocking his
I love him. He was hilarious,
bro. That was, I ain't gonna. We're gonna say we're gonna wait. That was something I wanted to say. He did, bro. I was just like, this dude here is wild, man.
Well, they showed the nicknames in the trailer, so the nicknames had me dying, bro.
Yeah, the nicknames. Yeah, I told you the one part where a certain vision. I was like, wait, what? I thought he was joking at first. But I'm like, wait, what?
It was a duck.
It was serious.
I was attacked by a duck.
I was like, oh, he for real? Okay, I think we just be an asshole. I ain't know.
He said, between a bird and a.
He said, what about a hummingbird?
I just read about him. It's like I just read about him. I don't know.
Oh man.
Oh,
shout out to Tim Meadows, man. But yeah, listen, guys. We definitely appreciate y'all, man. Y'all kicking out with your boys, man, for another episode, man. Another good show, man. Good show, fellas. Listen, follow us there if you're new to the channel. Also, too, hit them likes for us today, man. Help us get the likes up. Follow us on Cause We Geek Clips. We post condensed versions of the show over there. Like I said, I'm trying to do something new over there, so follow us over there for whatever we have planned for that. Also, too, man, listen. Follow us here every Tuesday and every Saturday, y'all. We have these shows every Tuesday and every Saturday. With all that being said, man, it is your boy Rail. Got Will in the building, B.A. Big J over here, man, showing his wealth out here in the background. Sit down somewhere, Big J. Listen, man.
I'm a jet, man. Come on.
Listen, man. We will be back here on Tuesday, guys. Stay geeked. And we out.